Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of the Kryptomon Show. And today we'll be talking about training. I know this is the hottest topic right now. So, for that special occasion, we got our first special guest, Carter, to answer all of your questions. Carter, how you doing?
Hey guys, it's not too bad, not too bad. It's been a busy week, but yeah, glad to finally be back online. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen everybody,
Yes.
since I've seen you, really.
Yes,
If I don't
missed
come
you.
online, sorry, if I
Tell
don't come
everyone
online,
how insisted I was for you to be here on our first episode.
I am the star, so I have to be
Yeah.
here. Umberto can just, Umberto can rest. He's a busy man. I'll take over and just sort of be the star of the show, at least for the first one. Finally, I am the first one.
And we have tons of topics to talk about Krypton, because Kryptomon world verse, let me call it like that, is huge and it keeps growing, and our lore keeps growing as well. So we will have special episodes about the lore, and we have tons of activities and giveaways and tons of surprises. But you know what? Let's start with today's topic, with our burning questions. Let's start with the easiest one: training. Why do we need to train our Kryptomon?
Oh, I mean, where do I start? Right. So your Kryptomons, I'm assuming people watching this, and hey, if you don't have your own Kryptomon, go get one, because you need one. But your Kryptomons might look like, all cute and cuddly on the outside, but hidden inside of them, is a wealth of potential that we as trainers have sort of a duty to cultivate. So simply put, training is the process in which you turn your baby Kryptomons into who've just hatched into this sort of lean, mean fighting machine, ready to battle it out in the arena when PvE and PvP is launched. And that's happening not too far off. So again, if you don't have your Kryptomon, or if you already do and you're not training them, you might want to hurry up. But yeah, I don't know how else I can put it, really. Danny, have you been training your Kryptomons?
Yeah, I'm actually right now training him. I have another window that's open, I swear to God, and I have in my countdown because I want to use my other tickets. So maybe you can explain to the people that are watching us, what's the best way to be trained with
Yeah, fair enough.
for the Kryptomon.
All right, so your Kryptomon essentially it is born with a set genes, right? And those represent the inner potential of your Kryptomon, essentially. That's what you start off with. Now, training is the process in which you get them from level 1 to level 50. 50 is the maximum level for now, in case you guys didn't know. But just because your Kryptomon is sort of has 80 attack already does not mean that it's maxed out. It just means that it has a high potential for attack. So training it will get your actual attack stat to a much higher level. There is no other way to train it at the moment besides training using tickets. Whether or not that comes in the future, I'll say nothing at this point. I'm sure Umberto will come online at some point and spoil something, but that's where I'm going to cut it. That's where I'm going to stop for that. One potential thing that I could share is this hasn't been released yet, but I think I am allowed to say this. So in the future, not too far off future, so quite soon, we're going to be changing how quickly your Kryptomons train. So right now, that's completely based.
So we won't have to wait like half an hour for him to be trained?
Oh, you still will. But
for a second.
Yeah. At the moment, your Kryptomons train based on their smartness, and that's always going to be the case. But if you have a high love mechanic, so if your Kryptomons are past 290 love, there is a boost that gets given to Kryptomon. At the moment, that boost is percentage based, which means that the smarter your Kryptomon, the bigger the boost that you get. That's why it's percentage based. Now, that doesn't seem all that great at the moment, because that means that the dumbest Kryptomons who take the longest to train will also get the smallest boost to training time. So this doesn't seem fair. We will be changing that at some point. That point is coming sooner rather than later. So if you have a really smart Kryptomon, now's the time to train it. Now is the time to train it. You might want to get all of that training done before we reveal this patch, but that's just from me.
It's not enough. He always needs to be fed and to be strong, and always needs to work about his resistance. He needs to work on his resistance all the time. That's what I'm doing right now. It's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm actually waiting for the timer to stop and to do some main family talent
training. Yeah,
but I'll get there. I got the Carter. I promise you, my Kryptomon is going to be better than yours. Though
I have no doubt about that. My Kryptomon is pretty bad. I mean, I made no secret about that. It's not strong. It's not strong at all.
So we're back. It took us like 2 seconds to go back. So we're on the community Q&A segment, you guys. We've been asking you before, do you have any questions about training and Carter? We have a few questions for you. Are you ready for this?
All right, let's hear them.
We have for today we have 3 questions. It's going to be very easy, and you know what, let's start with our first question. My Kryptomon already has almost a full bar of 94 attack. Why would I need to train it?
Right. So I'm not surprised that somebody has asked this. It does get a little bit confusing, I suppose, for somebody who's just started out and just discovered Kryptomon. So like I mentioned earlier, just because that you have a 94 almost full bar of attack, that doesn't mean that your attack is already maxed out. That just means that is the potential of your Kryptomon when it is at level 1. So a Kryptomon who is at level a level 50 Kryptomon who has an initial potential of 94 attack will always have an attack value that is higher than a Kryptomon who's also at level 50 but maybe has a potential of 50 attack, for example. But if you don't train your Kryptomon, a Kryptomon at level 50 will definitely beat a Kryptomon at level 1, regardless of what their starting potential is. So it's 2 different values. The 94 that you see, that is your Kryptomon's starting potential. You still need to train it in order to, strengthen it, to get it to level 50 and have the maximum attack power. But yeah, hopefully that answers the question.
So basically, we really have to train our Kryptomons. There's no way you can go around that, because if you want to battle later on, you have to have the Kryptomon like actually strong, and it's more than what you're saying here, that this is more than a full bar attack.
As in, there are 2 ways to get a strong Kryptomon. 1, train your Kryptomon really well. 2, make sure you get a strong Kryptomon, a Kryptomon that has a strong potential. If you want to go down the attack route, you want to look at Kryptomons who have high attack or high main family genes. If you want somebody who's a defender, somebody who has a tank, you want to start looking at resistances, you want to start looking at constitution. There's a lot to go through. If you haven't yet, please do read the white paper. I put a lot of work into it, but and if you're too bored of doing that, I'm sure post a question in the community and somebody will answer. But yeah.
Next question. Okay, I don't have enough tickets. Me too. How many tickets does it take to max out a Kryptomon? I'm always finishing my tickets.
Yeah. So my first thing I want to say to the person who's asked this question, I have the same problem as you do. Everybody has the same problem as you do. So all of us are just constantly running out of tickets. I think the bronze loot boxes give out 1 ticket. And the silver loot boxes give out 12, and the golden loot boxes give out slightly more than that. But tickets are right now the only way to train, and the number of tickets that it takes to max out a single trait, so main elemental family for Kryptomon, is, I believe, somewhere in the thousands. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember the exact number, but it's probably in about 1,000 tickets per trait. There are 4 trainable parameters. So per Kryptomon, you're looking at, if you wanted to max it out completely, all 4 of its parameters, trainable parameters, you're going to be looking at about 4,000 plus tickets. Just as a general, figure to have in mind. I'm not there yet, so don't worry too much about it.
So basically, we might see maybe later on, we'll see some more ways to gain more tickets, or maybe later on the feature will bring us some more tickets.
potentially either more tickets or ways to earn tickets or more ways to train. Who knows what the future has in store for us? I'm sure Umberto is going to come out and smack me if I review too much. So I'm just going to keep quiet on that bit.
Next question, Carter. So my Kryptomon takes longer to train compared to my friend, compared to a friend I play with, and we're both training the same trait. Why?
Right. So a Kryptomon has multiple different genes associated to them. I've really touched on a bunch of these different points during the session earlier, but essentially your Kryptomon's training time is dependent on its smartness parameter or smartness gene. A smart Kryptomon will always train faster compared to a dumb Kryptomon. So that
better instincts.
Trains faster doesn't mean it's stronger. All right. So remember, we still have to look at attack. We still have to look at your potential, constitution potential, etc., etc. But a smart Kryptomon will always train faster, and that's probably the reason why your friend's Kryptomon is training faster than yours, because it's just smarter. Go take a look at the smartness parameter, and hopefully that should answer your question. Also, another thing to consider as well is how well you're taking care of your Kryptomon. So we've launched the phase where there are 3 scales. So if you've got its caring scale, its health scale, and its feeding scale. So if you were to max them all out or keep them at a very, very high point, the love your Kryptomon feels for you will then also max out, and that bar also then gives you an additional boost to how fast your Kryptomon trains. So 2 things that affect training time: you've got your smartness parameter, you've got your love boost. I think the love boost cuts in at 290 love. So make sure, if you want to maximize your efficiency when training, make sure that your love is above 290.
Wow. So all you gotta do is to love your Kryptomon, guys. Love your Kryptomons, and they will bring you love and power. I need him to love me back as much as I love him. He's so adorable. It's so cute.
I've spent far too much time just kind of looking at him, training, and then feeding him food.
Yeah. Oh my God. Tell us. Tell us down below on the comments. Do you like to just watch the training clock like going down? I just like to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting like half an hour like this. Just watching it. Come on. Oh my God, it's getting stronger right now. I'll watch it. It's a
little animation where it trains. I don't know. It's just maybe it's
adorable.
Just like watching it.
And by the way, if you have any other questions about training, and if you want to know a little bit more, feel free to drop us questions even here on the comments down below. And just wanted to let you know, guys, that every episode from later on, we're going to have some cool giveaways. So stay tuned to our next episodes on the Kryptomon show. And that's it, Carter. I think we're done.
But that wasn't
the end of our first episode.
I wanted to chat with you for much longer. Can I come back? Can we bring you back?
Yes. Oh my God, you will be back, and I'm going to bring you to tons of more cool topics, because we have a lot of cool topics, such as Eva's journey. We were about to get our 2nd episode, but if you guys haven't read the Eva's journey, go right now to our Medium and you'll find it and read it, and you will fall in love with it. So that's it. Thank you so much, Carter, for joining us, and thank you guys for joining us today. And of course, we will see you on our next episode of the Kryptomon Show. I was Danielle. Love you all. So till next time.